Alright. Another day, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could say that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but yeah, just kind of underwent some stuff. You know how it goes. Maybe don't drink that in the air, bud.
I almost got sent to my death the other day. I think it's the least thing I can do.
Yeah, fair. You know, go ahead. You know, take that. Why not? But anyways, guys, as you all know, what we must do because of what happened in last events, and not gonna lie, it's been pretty messy. So that's something else we need to talk about as well. But yeah, um, let's just get this over with, guys. Yeah, we kind of want to push this whole awkward thing behind us. So let's get started. Yeah.
All
Anyways,
right.
yeah.
Well, from what I can tell, first things first is we need to deal with the issue of the Well, what are we gonna do with Danny?
Yeah, we still gotta talk about that, huh? Yeah, that's the whole awkward thing I was talking about.
Well, nothing left to do, and no sense in skirting the issue.
Yeah. And then there's there's another thing I wanna talk to you guys about, but yeah, it's because of what happened at the trial. But anyways, should we get started, guys, or does anybody else want to put something to the table or something?
Let's just get this over with.
Yeah.
All right, who's gonna go get the dude?
I'll do it if no one if y'all don't mind.
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
let's discuss
We do
something.
need.
No objections here.
Go for it.
I got nothing else to do.
So we're not just gonna sit here and discuss about what we're gonna do with him. We're just gonna go fetch him.
Oh, come on. We have to do this professionally, you know this.
Professional. Is that what you call professional?
You
Oh,
can't
come
tell me.
on.
I don't know how to feel.
Look.
about it.
Look at me. Look at me. It's gonna be okay. Okay, look at me. Look at me. It's gonna be okay. We're doing this because we have to. You know this. Hmm? How are you feeling, by the way? Do you like the new clothes? I heard they did like really good on it. And it does
They're
look good.
great. They're great. But that's not what we're talking about.
Everyone, if you don't mind, Danny,
Oh,
Luke, and
okay, yeah, we're gonna get started now then.
Danny.
You do not look good. Did you sleep at all? For the past week? That might be a
Not
stupid
really.
question. Oh. So, who's starting?
I'll do it if no one's going to do it, I will. After all,
You know
we've
what?
started it, might as well finish it.
Yeah.
So as far as I can tell is that Danny, you gone and done a bad thing to everyone, boy. But I also don't agree with the things we've done to the last person we've accused. So this is going to set another precedent as to how we're gonna deal with things from here on in. We're going to have to figure out how to deal with you and how we're gonna deal with these things going forward. Is everyone clear about that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Understand.
Hmm. I suppose before we start, I'll let you get a word in edgewise. Is there anything you'd like to tell everyone before we start, Danny?
I don't know what you're looking for.
Okay
Not.
then.
Mm,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm lost here. If anyone has any good ideas, I'm not putting a man to death today. And not for something like this.
Yeah, I don't think the death penalty is applicable to this. Maybe a lesser sentence.
Yes. That would be.
Does anybody have
Pretty
some good
unwise.
suggestion?
Why
Because
not
I
punch his
do.
fucking teeth in?
That's
That's
No,
that's
that's a bit
not
much.
how
That you
this
are
Yo,
works.
not.
you have no room to speak in this.
All right.
Ay, ay, ay.
Well, I guess you could say I do have a suggestion if I may speak.
Go for it.
All right. Well, I'm stating my case here. Basically, we all know what happened. Danny particularly, well, I don't want to use the word, but I kind of have to because it is the right word. Lied, I guess. But we all have to. Sorry, Danny. But we all have to consider um some form of sentence or punishment for him, and not too brutal to the point where we're literally gonna hurt him. But I feel like Danny probably just needs some time away from all this. So I'm recommending maybe we just leave him alone for a few months. Like send him off somewhere for a few months. 3 maybe.
Send
Are
him
you suggesting like banishment?
Yeah.
What?
That's exactly what she's suggesting.
What? That's
If
It's the least sentence I can think of for him that's not too unreasonable and not too much. Just think of it as like a vacation for 3 months, just away from everything.
where would he go?
Yeah, where would he go exactly?
I don't
There's
think
some
just
sort of
leaving him
5-star
outside
hotel.
somewhere else is a good idea because
That's not
well,
creatures.
in according to what I remember, the only place outside of our jurisdiction which should not affect them is you know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, the fact that you're looking at me, it understandable. I
think
personally do not believe that a banishment is, especially in Antarctica, which is not really the safest place to be in.
No, don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. We're not sending him there with nothing. Obviously, what I'm basically suggesting is that we give him time. We're not gonna send him on his merry way right now. No, obviously that would be too cruel. We're basically gonna give him time so he can get his things, settle them down. He can take them with them to Antarctica. It's basically just moving houses to like a different location.
Even so, the mobs over there are beyond crazy.
But you are the lord there.
I know. So I know what I'm talking about. The skeletons, spiders, they come and go whenever they please.
It's the only place outside of our jurisdiction. We have no control over that area except you. And your buddy, Chris. That's the only place we can think of.
Again,
Unless anybody has any other bright ideas, in which case I'd love to hear it now.
I still don't think banishment is the right choice.
Ay, ay, ay.
If I am to speak my mind a bit, I do believe this is just a waste of time. Clearly, what the problem with what happened is very worrisome and it sucks, especially after some certain difficulties regarding how our captors are taken care of.
Yeah.
I personally believe that none just my dad and Danny are in the wrong here and should not be punished. The only thing that made this situation any worse was because of Grimes. If it were just a lie, it's hard claims. It's a mistake. I do believe my brother in that he found the items, but I don't know how to explain them not being there.
You sound just like my sister, I swear to God.
I'm not saying that you are wrong, he's right. None of that. I am on both of your side. He's not in the wrong, you're not in the wrong.
Then who's in the right then?
Nobody needs to be in the right.
All I remember was being put up against I was thrown in a cell in one night. I was thrown in a cell, trapped for days, starved. and only to come back to notice that my own son was leading some sort of case against me that I had no involvement in.
Your anger is justified, but he is not in the wrong. He saw something and he had to take action.
What did he
his
see?
actions.
What did he see, Davern?
You know damn well what he saw.
Oh, he saw the
I don't
items.
believe he's.
Hey,
I don't believe
he
he's a
saw the
liar.
items.
Guys, calm
Can
down.
you guys settle
He
down?
no. I would not be quiet. All right. This is bullshit. This is all bullshit. Look at it yourselves. You all almost sent me to my death. You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
Bro.
In here, you think they deserve a light sentence? Fuck no! I don't believe that. You do not get to sit there and treat him differently. I am not guilty, and the Bean said so. And they would never lie. So don't you dare preach to me.
Do you
Well,
believe
then-
that I think both either? Like, did I have a choice? No. We didn't know that. I at least didn't know that you were being sentenced. I would have said something. Could I have done anything? No. So you thinking that I would treat you any different if I knew you were in that scenario is just idiotic.
Every single
It is
one
not
of
in
you has
bias
completely
either.
forgotten about what has happened. We're just gonna gloss it over?
We are not glossing anything over.
We are not. That's
Okay,
why
everyone
I'm
sit
fucking
down.
not.
If you could
Okay,
give us
calm
the
down,
time to
calm down,
get
Justin.
to it.
Right.
That's why I'm like suggesting the banishment option. It's a lot fair considering what happened.
If we do consider this, can we at least make a place for him there? That way he's not straight
Yes,
in the middle of
obviously.
nowhere.
Yes, of course, of course.
Like if we could get a pre-made shelter for him over there. That way
Wait,
he just
yeah.
has to bring his
with
items
some
there.
food, with some food and all
Yeah,
this,
of
he can
course.
do that.
Like give him like a temporary house over there, shelter.
Yeah.
That way he's not stranded out there alone. With
Yeah,
nothing.
of course, of course. Would it be okay if I help him out with that?
Well, I mean, we're a whole council. Does anyone seem to disagree?
I don't see anything.
I
wrong
don't
with that.
wanna. I wanna make sure that my nephew is okay if he's being, because I'm the one suggesting it. I feel like I should be the one taking responsibility for this.
I mean, I trust you,
her
Yuki.
first.
Don't worry, you're gonna be in safe hands. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I'm sorry, did you say something, Ali? Sorry.
I said that I trust my sister in her words.
Hmm. Very well then. So, right. This is very messy, but take into account everything that's happened. I can't think of any better idea. We're not sending you out alone. We're not sending you out to die. But we have to send you out. Cool
Just
off
for
for
a
a
little.
bit.
Yeah, just a few months, Danny. Is that okay with you?
I
I'm
don't.
alright.
Okay.
Well, we should just give him like some time. There is something else I kind of wanted to discuss with all y'all, if you're okay with it.
Well, is there anything else we've missed here? Or can we
Mm.
move on?
No, I feel like that's it.
So this is the final decision.
Danny, yeah, we'll probably give him how much time do we have? And actually, yeah, no, never mind. We'll send you a letter about your time limit for you packing it, but I would suggest doing it as soon as you can. I know you have a lot of stuff to pack.
All right.
Some, well, yeah, Danny, you can go now. Oh wait, no,
Wait.
before that, yeah. I just realized, since you're gonna be away for a few months, who's gonna take over for your place? Do you have somebody in mind?
Actually, I do.
Oh,
My sister Sol will be taking over Orlid in my place.
oh, okay, yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Does anybody have a problem with it being Seoul?
No
No.
objections.
No.
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 All right. All right then, Danny. Okay, request granted. So, yeah, I guess you got some packing to do, bud.
If that's everything, I'd like to summarize the points we've made so far.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, you are going to go to Antarctica. You are not to leave there for how many months was it again?
3.
3 months. You will have time to pack your things, prepare yourself, purchase some provisions, say your goodbyes, and we will send you a letter when it's time for you to go. Now, personally, I'd treat every day as I'd spend every day wisely while I'm here if I were you.
Yeah. Maybe just maybe just don't try to behave yourself, Danny. I don't want your sentence to get up any bigger.
Well, if you've got nothing else to say, I do believe you have some packing to do.
Mm-hmm. You can go, Danny.
Fucking lying pig.
Hey,
Hey,
cut that
That's
shit.
not
Just watch
appropriate.
your
Settle
mouth.
down. My
I'm
God.
Yeah, that went
Don't
too
think we've
far.
forgotten about you, Lee. Grimy. Don't think we've forgotten about you.
Yeah.
Everywhere I look is a raging bull.
Anyways, there is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about the
Shit.
trial that happened.
Hmm.
Considering how messy it was and how the proceedings were, I'd like to put a recommendation on the table if everybody's willing to listen.
Please.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, so basically, what I wanted to ask is you guys know how the world worked back then, right? There were like um 3 sectors: judiciary, legislative.
You mean the 3 branches of government?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. So like
Yeah.
judiciary, legislative, and executive. What I'm proposing is that because of the fact that the council can't make all the decisions, somebody needs to be like the final say, just to ensure that we don't have something like the trial again.
So, you're telling me that
Mhm.
vesting all the decision making on even less people would make things less bad?
It's more like a final say in things. Somebody to actually weigh the scales, the final say in decisions. Am I making sense or am I talking out of my
No,
butt?
No,
you're
I think you
making
are
sense.
making sense.
As a politician, I would know these kind of things. If you don't have some sort of systematical government or anything like that, you get worse decisions made. She's absolutely right, and I agree 100%. There's got to be a change in this government. Because if we're all just going to sit here and just pitch in all of our votes, it's going to lead to arguments, to disputes, to just pointless
We
drama.
need basically one person who's in the upper power, a president, to approve of all the council's final decisions, if they're good for the world or bad for the world. That's what I'm suggesting.
A government reform, a new government that doesn't just speak out of one voice but many. And at the end of the day, each proposal, case, bill, whatever we're passing, has to go through multiple houses before it can be approved.
Mm-hmm.
Prevents a lot of bias, a lot of hate and destruction, whatever you want to fucking call it.
Or something like the trial.
Hmm.
Then what make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, and a lot more organized. But the thing is, now we have to discuss who would be able to run as president.
Well, sis.
What?
If you can't decide on who's gonna rule an entire world or country, there's only one thing you can do. Hold a democratic election.
But hold the democratic election,
What?
right?
What?
You got any other bright ideas, people? Because that's how the
Well-
old world used to do it. You have an
We-
election, and you vote for who you want.
Shouldn't there be like candidates or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that?
yeah. I was getting to that.
Y'all think y'all really just treat me so stupid, don't you?
Okay, come.
No.
Okay.
Settle
Tone
down.
it down.
Don't tell me to settle down, blue hair.
Okay, let's not.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Don't think
you
I've
know-
forgotten about everything you have all done to me. Let me
Alright.
explain, okay? I'm not saying we do it right away. You fucking, oh my god. Take the words and just throw them out somewhere else, won't you? What I'm saying is we build this stuff up. It's just like a real world election. The candidates have a campaign. They do their speeches, they do their rallies, and then it comes voting time. Does that sound like something we could just automatically do right now and get out of the way?
No, we need
No.
preparation
No.
for this.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get at.
How long are you
Jesus
proposing for this
Christ.
to last though? A week? 2?
Could be 2 months. It all
Oh.
depends. But this is the new world. Things are much more different, so we can make them go quicker than we think.
Well, once upon a time, you had to deal with millions of people. Now we have to deal with dozens. I don't see why we can't handle this in a matter of a few weeks.
And I agree.
So a week or
I'll-
2? Or that depends.
Maybe. Maybe like a week.
Just give me the call and I'll try to get everything set up. Because as a politician, I know how these things work.
All right,
Well,
but we
we
have
can
to
always-
discuss. Yeah, but we have to discuss. Now, there's just the teensy teensy problem. Who are the candidates?
Well, you'll have to discuss that amongst each other.
And you
If
wanna-
I may,
Yeah?
if I may push a motion, then
Yeah.
while we discuss amongst ourselves regarding who's willing to run, who we're nominating, I'd like to put Justice in charge of the actual proceedings of the election,
Oh.
with the necessary checks and balances, of course.
That
Yeah,
honestly
yeah.
would be the most logistical sense.
Yeah.
Consider it done.
I don't know about you all, but I think President Nova is a good fit. I don't know about you all.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, this is really, the atmosphere is way too heavy to start throwing people.
What we could do is
Choice.
just send a
Yeah,
letter
I
out.
know.
And
Yeah,
we
we
can
could
do some
just send a letter.
communication.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's. And then next time we come in, then we can see who feels like
Who
they
responds?
want to do it exactly.
People who
Right.
want to sign up.
So
If you
are
think
we?
you're fit to run, you should probably send that to me since phone is putting all of that in charge of myself. So I guess I'm the one that has to look through all that.
Mm.
Mm.
So are we meeting next week then for to talk about the candidates or?
Gives enough time to think it over and discuss it with other people.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Though I feel like it should I feel like though the candidates should only be those that are in the council. Considering that we have an idea of how to run an area.
Well,
I have a person in mind, but I'm just not gonna say it at the moment.
the way I see it is that, like Justice said, if you think you're fit to run, run, and then let the people sort everyone out.
Mm.
There's always a procedure to all of this stuff and whatnot. These things take time.
Of course.
Well, I guess we should inform everyone that isn't here by mail and the
Oh
scene
yeah,
wants
wait,
to.
how's that thing?
Hmm?
I don't know, but that the tower thingies.
That's another way we could. We got a couple
Yeah,
of options for
yeah,
communication.
yeah. I feel like that's pretty useful for this instance, don't you think?
I just need Justin to help me format the message.
Mm,
Hmm.
That way we could send it out with the utmost accuracy.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'll write that later. Don't worry.
Mhm.
Well, is that all we're gonna be talking about then?
I think
I
that's it.
mean, I don't see anything else to talk about.
I think we got everything dealt with that we need to get dealt with.
Mm.
Does anyone really? I just want to make absolutely sure that no one else has any other concerns.
If you do, speak at the table. We got time.
Hmm. Besides, after this meeting, I think we'll be very much preoccupied with the election procedures.
Question, by the way, if we do think of candidates, do we present them next meeting? Like who we think could be good, or is that what we're
Hmm.
doing?
I mean, if
I
we're
think
gonna
we
have a
can let
meeting,
Justice work that out and he'll let us know.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Justin knows this best.
I'll keep
Yeah,
you all in the
alright.
loop.
Yeah, he'll put it most likely in the message. That way we can get it as accurate.
Mm.
Hmm.
Even if I'm upset and angry, that's not going to stop me from doing all this. This has to be done.
Yeah, we don't want another instance of the trial.
Hey, we've gotten the thing implemented. We just gotta pick the date as to when it's gonna start. We've already
Yeah.
talked about it. Let's leave it
Yeah.
at that.
Alright. Well, I guess this is it then?
meeting's over.
I
Oh,
guess meeting adjourned.
All
Thank
right
you for
then.
coming,
Tell me
everybody.
out this.
Whatever.
Hey, Justice, can you come with me real quick?
Sure.
Let's go. Cammy.
Hmm?
You wanna come or
Oh yeah, sure.
yeah. Oh, one step at a time. This